Hi, this is the premiere of DIS, Dis Idiot Speaks. I am Dis Idiot, and you're hearing me speak. Congratulations. You can be done. Or not. Don't know what happened, but that's okay. Anywho, I'm going to. Oh, that's that. Got it. I am. For those of you who are continuing to watch, um, I've recently noticed that I've got multiple homebrew Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and I was thinking of just starting to review it. I don't say I'm good. I don't say I'm bad. I'm pretty decent at reviewing. But without further ado, let's start. I'm going to start with doing subclasses, one subclass per video, through the official and then the new official class of Artificer will be at the end. I'm hoping to do those, get through all of those. I've got a lot. And then if I feel confident, I can start doing monsters or classes or features or magic items or whatever. Hey, sweetheart. Anywho, let's get started. The first of the subclasses that I'm going to do is a barbarian homebrew primal path called Path of the Crystal Soul. What I do when I review these things, or what I will start to do when I review these things, is that I will read over the subclass, the different features, and then after that I will talk about how I feel the story is, story of the subclass itself, the mechanics of it, how it works, how it compares to other possible subclasses of that official class, or even if it works better with another class entirely. And then after that, I'm gonna just say what I think of it, and we'll go from there. Thanks for starting this journey with me. This is gonna be something. Anywho, Path of the Primal Path, Path of the Crystal Soul. The Path of the Crystal Soul is a path wherein mighty warriors imbue their body with empowering crystals. In battle, crystals emerge from their skin and armor, providing them both protective and defensive abilities. Originally hailing from the elemental plane of Earth, this path has eventually made its way into the material plane, though its presence is rare. Those who follow this path are changed by the ritualistic process, becoming fearsome crystalline warriors in battle, and learn how to wield the healing properties of the crystals within them. Here are the Path of the Crystal Soul features. At 3rd level, they get Earthen Speech and Crystalline Armor. At 6th, they get Crystal Protection. At 10th, they get Solidified Resilience. And at 14th, they get Glass Surge. So Earthen Speech. Beginning at 3rd level, you learn how to speak, read, and write Terran. Crystalline Armor. When you choose this path at 3rd level, you undergo a ritual to imbue your body with crystals that grant you the ability to cause them to emerge from your skin or armor when you enter your rage. While you're raging, when you are hit by a melee attack, you can use your reaction to cause shards of crystal to shoot out towards the attacker, dealing piercing damage to it equal to 1d6 plus half your barbarian level, and causing its speed to be reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. Additionally, you can roll a d4 in place of the normal damage for an unarmed strike, and the damage becomes piercing damage. This amount increases to a d6 at 10th level and a d8 at 14th level. Okay. Crystal Protection. By 6th level, the crystals within you provide you with purifying and healing properties. You gain resistance to poison damage, and you become immune to disease. Words. In addition, whenever you regain hit points from an item, spell, or other effect, you regain additional hit points equal to your Constitution modifier. At 10th level, your exposure to crystals has made your body stronger. This is solidified resilience. At 10th level, your exposure to crystals has made your body stronger. You become immune to any spell or effect that would alter your form against your will. You can also further utilize the restorative properties held in the crystals within you. As an action, you can cast the Lesser Restoration spell. You can cast Lesser Restoration using this trait, even if you are raging. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your Constitution modifier per long rest. Finally, Glass Surge. Starting at 14th level, you can cause the crystals within you to strike out at others. Once per rage, you can use your action to magically send forth a blast of crystal shards. Each creature within a 20-foot radius centered on you must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 5d10 plus half your barbarian level in piercing damage, and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. When you use this feature, until the end of your next turn, your rage can't end early as a result of not attacking a creature. Interesting. Alright. So, story-wise, this is a pretty interesting story about a barbarian who's somehow coming to contact with the elemental plane of Earth. At least that's what it's originally set for. And how the elementally imbued Earth, elementally imbued crystals have been infused in your body, strengthening you. Which is really interesting, and I really like the story possibilities. Story possibilities here. All right. So the story I like. Let's see, this features themselves. Features themselves. Let me see. So Earth and Speech. You learn learn Terran. That's nice. I don't think that's a little too good or bad. I don't think it's overpowered in any way, although it does help. Crystalline Armor. Let's see here. Gives you an additional use for your reaction, or additional possibility for your reaction, so it's not always attack of opportunity. Here, once you get attacked, you can hurt someone else, hurt them back, which is nice. Helpful for a barbarian, because that's generally what they want. They want people to attack them, and then if they can help with their survivability, or they're taking the damage, that's always helpful. So it's a d6 plus half. So at first level, at third level, this would be a d6 plus 1. It's pretty good. Not too much damage, I don't think. Also, their speed is reduced by 10 feet. That's very helpful, especially for those who like So if someone comes to attack you and then you attack your reaction hits them, they realize their mistake and they're wanting to leave, but if their speed is reduced by 10 feet, then they can't go as far as they could. So it'd be easier for you to go and attack them. In addition, you have upgraded to your unarmed strikes, which at the outset seems a bit powerful. A D4, and it's piercing, although a D4 for a barbarian isn't a lot. Although you could probably use that for a bonus action attack. Yeah, that seems pretty balanced. And then it increases to a D6 at 10th level. That sounds pretty on par, and D8 at 14th. Seems a bit more of a bump in closer leveling, but I think that doesn't hinder it or help it too much. The closest I can think of with this increase to the unarmed strike would be a monk, but monks, they get more regular increases, and I think the highest is like a D10. So theirs is not theirs is overshadowing this one, which makes sense. It should be. Crystal protection, gain resistance to poison damage. So that's on top of when you're raging, all the bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. So another resistance helps with their survivability. Become immune to disease. That's nice. Kind of reminds me of, what is it? Kind of like a Warforged or a Paladin. In addition, when you regain hit points with an item, spell, or other effect or whatever, you regain additional hit points equal to your Constitution modifier. So if you get healing word, that would be like a D4 plus. If it was a bard and theirs was like a 16 charisma, so a D4 plus 3, and then plus your Constitution, so that might be a plus 4 or 5. So it's a D4 plus 8. So it's a good steady healing, which I think is a nice, really helps with the survivability of this path. So it seems like, let me continue. Solidified resilience at 10th level. So you can't alter your form at will. You can't have other effects alter your form against your will. So kind of like the golem's ability of you can't have polymorph cast on you, which is really powerful, really important. I don't think it makes this subclass overpowered. I think it's a really interesting feature and trait that makes sense for this story. Also, you can cast Lesser Restoration even while you're raging, up to equal your Constitution modifier per long rest. So here would probably be like 5 times Lesser Restoration, which I think gets rid of blinding or deafened or maybe poisoned, other different non-damaging effects that still affect combat, which makes sense. So you can't be polymorphed at 10th level, and you can help get rid of effects like poisoned or deafened or blinded, or there's probably some other ones that I'm not remembering right now. So that the not being able to be polymorphed or whatever, that seems pretty powerful for that, but this is at 10th level, so your ability should be improving a bit better. Last but not least is Glass Surge, the 14th level. Once per rage. It's basically a greater, more powerful, centered on yourself fireball, but it's piercing damage. So it's 5d10 plus half your barbarian level. So this right here it would be 5d10 plus 7 piercing damage, and they're pushed away 10 feet. It's pretty nice. Let's see here. You can only do it. Let's see. Once per rage, yeah. When you use this feature, your rage until the end of your next turn. It's pretty nice. So it pushes people away, and then until the end of your next turn, your rage can't early as a result of you not attacking anyone, which is nice. So you can, like, if you're getting bogged down, you can do the last surge, push people away, possibly. Dexterity would probably be, it doesn't say. I would say probably 8 plus proficiency, probably plus constitution modifier. It doesn't say. That's the only thing I can see that it doesn't do well here. Push people away, as I was going to say, push people away, possibly. And then you can, like, take your next action to heal up or revitalize yourself. And then you can still be enraged, which is really nice. Which is really interesting. Let's see. Do I think this could be another class? I don't think this could be another class, which makes sense. It should be. The homebrew subclasses should be enough that it's, oh yeah, this should be this class. Yeah, of course, why not? The closest I can think of for this official barbarian subclass to this homebrew, I would think would be I would say probably the what is it called? I should have brought this up before. Path of the Battle Rager, the one that's centered on dwarves and their spiky armor. This is the closest I can think, but it isn't. Yeah. So that, what I think of this, I like this subclass. Seems pretty good. Let's see here. If there was anything I would change, I would definitely make sure that the DC or difficulty check for the dexterity saving throw would be shown on the page itself. I feel like the solidified resilience, you becoming immune to any spell or effect that would alter your form against your will, I do think that might be a little overpowered. If I would change it, I would say maybe you have advantage on the saving throw, or like especially when rage. Maybe not. Maybe I think all throughout, so you have a greater chance of not being affected, but there is still that chance. Or maybe you can add your Constitution modifier or something. I don't know. Constitution modifier might be a little bit too much. I think advantage. Yeah. Seems very short. This is my first time. I'm gonna continue doing this. So this was a barbarian. Primal Path, Path of the Crystal Soul. I really enjoy it. I really like the I haven't play tested it. I really like the story, the narrative that it's showing. I really like the different effects or different features. I do think it at higher levels it might be a tiny bit overpowered, although with immune to the whole anti-polymorph, it is powerful, but it's also situational. I guess the other thing would be the regaining hit points, but I don't think that's too powerful. Especially for a barbarian who wants to take the damage for the party. So yeah, that's this idiot's review of the Path of the Crystal Soul. I will put the link to this subclass in the description. If you liked it, yay, go you. I'm glad you liked this idiot. You probably don't like this idiot. You're just interested in, I don't know. But if you want to share it, like it, press that like button, maybe subscribe. I don't know. I'm not gonna command you to do whatever. Yes, you must. Yes. Like, comment, subscribe. Yes, share. That's not me. But if you want to, that's fine. If you like it, please, I would say, if you enjoyed this video, I would encourage you to share it with your friends. If you absolutely hated it and you thought this was a slog fest and slow and terrible and all that stuff, feel free to share it with your enemies. Make them annoyed too. Win-win situation. As I said, I am going to post the link in the description. It isn't mine. I found it on Reddit actually. I'll try to find that post and put it there so that you can see the original. The person who created this might have already changed it. It's been a while since I've had this. But I look forward to looking at the comments. If you agreed with my review of this subclass, please comment and say you do. If you think it should be changed in any way, if my review should be changed in any way, or if the subclass should be changed in any way, go ahead and comment. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Yeah, hope you like it. Tune in next week as I go into the Bard colleges. This one is called the College of Mortis. Should be interesting. Should be very, very interesting. Anywho, thanks. See you later. How did I do? I don't know. Okay, bye.